Top 10 English dubbed anime. The first one on our list is number 10, Ghost Stories. The dubbed version of Ghost Stories is what comes to the minds of old anime fans wherever someone mentions well-dubbed anime. It has never been a popular mainstream series, and it goes without saying that the most modern-day anime fans may have never even heard of this gem. But if you're watching this video and you haven't watched it, I genuinely recommend you watch and enjoy this anime. You'll be pleasantly surprised. Also, the dubbed and subbed versions of this anime are drastically different. One can even say that this anime might as well just be an abridged series, but as I said, it's surprisingly fun to watch. The story follows two siblings and their new friends as they try to stay wary of the school ghosts who have come back for a revenge. It's been years since these ghosts were banished by a certain someone, but now that they are back, they are not going to sit silently.
I'll drag all the children in this school into a world of fear and get my ghostly powers back! What are you looking at? I'll strike you down with my... What the hell? What the hell did you brats do to me?
I'm coming!
Number 9, WATAMOTE. No matter how I look at it, it's you guys' fault I'm unpopular. Here we have a slice of life comedy that tells the heartbreaking everyday tale of a young girl named Tomoko Kuroki. She spends an enormous amount of time playing around 50 high school life games and dates 100 different boys in those games. However, despite all her efforts, she's still not prepared for her high school life. Not even close. And so it begins, the awkward life of an introverted otaku as she continuously attempts to overcome the personal barriers and in turn enjoys a normal life. The dubbed voice of our main character vividly portrays both her delusions and her anxieties.
Why am I not popular? Because I'm short and have no boobs? Wouldn't I get even more attention from freaks who love little girls?
How is he over here?
Number 8, HAIKYU. Continuously hailed for its wholesome characters and inspiring storylines, HAIKYU is a series that entirely revolves around volleyball, and yet it is so much more than that. It's a story about genuine camaraderie and about overcoming personal barriers, facing one's weaknesses, the emotional dilemmas, and the courage to continue on. For those who seek it, it can be one hell of a series, and while this story truly shines in its subbed versions, the dubbed versions is extremely well done. It is almost there with the subbed version. Furthermore, the dub also adds a slightly different flavor of comedy to the mix.
So if you want to keep playing, then you have to become stronger.
Violet, listen. You have to live and be free.
Number 7, Violet Evergarden. When it comes to dub, Violet Evergarden is an anime that goes above and beyond in terms of conveying the emotions of the characters. The dubbed voice acting is powerful and an excellent modern day example of how anime can still be well dubbed. The story essentially revolves around a young girl named Violet. In many ways, her childhood has been drastically different than everyone else's. She was raised as a weapon and was told to participate in wars as if it's the most natural thing for her. However, as the war finally ends, she finds herself in a totally different pursuit. Just what is the meaning of the word love? And to find that out, she becomes an auto memories doll, an occupation where you write letters for others.
Even though we're apart now, I love you.
Hey, are you one of those so-called badasses?
At number 6, we have Samurai Champloo. Samurai Champloo is a tale that takes place in an alternate Edo period of Japan, and it follows the journey of 3 odd yet genuinely likable young fellows named Mugen, Jin, and Fu, who embark on an epic comedic quest to find a certain samurai who smells of sunflowers. Mugen and Jin are samurais who each have their own distinct sword fighting style and personality, while Fu is a cute but clumsy young lady. As you may have already heard before, Samurai Champloo is among the only few animes where much of the fandom claims that the dub is more enjoyable than the sub. Now before we continue, tell me about your top 10 animes in the comment section, and maybe I'll make a video about them. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Well then, let's get back to the list. At number 5, it is PUELLA, MAGI, MADOKA, MAGICA. MADOKA is a series that looks cute and lovely on the surface, however the initial mage of this anime is nothing but a deception. In reality, this is a series about change and maturity, hope and despair, and more than anything, this is a story about friendship. It all begins when two middle school girls named Madoka Kaname and Sayaka Miki comes face to face with a cat-like magical creature called COWBOY and the new transfer student named Homura Akemi. COWBOY offers them a chance to become magical girls, but all things of value come at a cost. Now what will it be? I'd say the English dub of this anime works phenomenally well when it comes to conveying the underlying themes of this apparently cute anime. Number 4, Code Geass. Code Geass is an excellent anime. The story features plenty of British characters, so it may seem off when you hear them speaking in an American accent, but regardless, the dubbed version of Code Geass remains one of those animes that have consistently proven to be an excellent gateway for new fans to enter this medium. The story takes place in a world where the Holy Empire of Britannia has conquered Japan and has renamed it Area 11. A student named Leoluch and accidentally ends up in a crossfire between a few Britannian forces and the Area 11 rebels. It is here that he bestows upon an ability called Geass by a mysterious girl. He gains the power of kings and embarks on a pursuit that will ultimately turn the world upside down. Number 3, GURREN, LAGANN. GURREN LAGANN is one of those animes that have a more Western feel to them. It's bright, colorful, full of life, aesthetics, and a straightforward action, all of which makes the dubbed version slightly more enjoyable. Furthermore, it's really well done. Despite the number of characters, the voices fit their personalities quite well, honestly. As for the story, it begins in a deep underground village where most everyone lacks the idea of what the surface looks like. Two boys named Simon and Kamina were born in this village. Kamina is this larger-than-life big ball of energy, while Simon is a timid yet young boy who excels at drilling. One day, they find a mysterious object while excavating the earth and ultimately change the trajectory of their lives. Number 2, Black Lagoon. Black Lagoon is an anime where a lot of the characters have different nationalities. Not to mention, the show is written from the perspective of the main cast speaking English. The jokes and the slangs don't work so well in the Japanese version, which is why the Black Lagoon fandom has an overall positive image of the English dubbed, and often prefers it over the sub. The story takes place in Thailand, where a city named Ranapur is mostly a depraved, crime-ridden place where law and the authorities are pretty much non-existent. The city is the trade center of plenty of illegal activities, and many notorious criminals dwell here. Now, what would happen when an average Japanese businessman comes to this place? Number 1, Cowboy Bebop. Finally, we are on to the anime which has consistently remained the number 1 pick by anime fans for the best English dubbed anime. Cowboy Bebop is an anime that has always been more popular in America than in Japan. There is a separate fan base for the protagonist Spike Spiegel's English voice, and the English voices of other characters aren't that far behind either. It has a solid reputation for having a quality dub, so if you haven't watched this anime yet and are open to watching the dubbed anime, now you know what to watch next. Cowboy Bebop is a Western classic, enjoying the thrilling adventures of a handful of odd individuals as they transverse through space in their spaceship called Bebop. Now guys, what do you think of these dubbed animes? Have you watched them, or are you planning on watching them? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Press that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe, and leave a comment saying I subscribed, and I'll personally reply to your comment. Also, remember guys, while you can never go wrong with sub versions, it is also often fun to enjoy a few animes that do have genuinely good dubbed. Well then, I'll see you guys on my next video.